There was this one New Year's Eve where it was about 6 or 7 or 8 p.m. and I planned that on New Year's Eve I was going to spend time on a phone call playing Minecraft with my friend. And you see, that to some people that might be alright, but to me that wasn't okay. But at that moment, I wasn't really thinking about how that wasn't alright with me. I had kind of pushed that thought to the back of my mind and I kept going. And what I did that night was I got this bag of marshmallows from my kitchen. My mom probably did not want me to eat those, but I yoinked them anyways. And I sat down and I ate all these marshmallows and I was on the game playing with my friend and it was funny. It was an alright time that night. But I remember I looked at my Instagram story and this whole group of people that I'd really been trying to become friends with, trying to talk to quite a lot, none of them had invited me to this party. I saw it on my Instagram, like, what, they're all hanging out without me? And this kind of crumbled my soul. It kind of ruined the whole mood. Like, I was happy enough sitting in my bubble playing video games, even though at the back of my mind I knew it wasn't the right thing or it wasn't the thing that I would have loved to do the most. But I was doing it and I was alright. I was enjoying it to an extent. But once I saw this Instagram story, night ruined, and I didn't laugh a single more time on that game with my friend. And look, he was a good person, but this video isn't about him. This video is about how I was genuinely an unhappy person. Throughout this time period, I would always be sad. I would always be depressed in myself. I was not proud of myself at all. And I remember this one night, it was a while after I finally realized that I wasn't happy, when I was in the bathroom and I remember looking in the mirror and I saw my physique and I remembered how much of a loser I was, how I was hardly getting invited to shit. I remember I broke down in tears. I wasn't allowed out at the time. I'd just gotten in a lot of trouble with my parents and this crumbled me, man. It was the moment where I realized that I wasn't proud of myself at all and that I needed to change. And this really broke me. I was really unhappy for a while. But I completely turned the boat around. I can promise you I've never felt that much shame in my life at all, and not even anything close in at least the last year and a half, even more. The only other time I'd ever felt this way is when I was basically getting bullied. You can use that word, or you can just say a lot of people were being really big dicks to me. However you want to phrase it, that's the only other time that I've ever felt this shamed about myself. But that wasn't my fault. That was their fault that they were picking on me. Had a little bit to do with me, mainly their fault, namely their insecurity. The point that I'm making is I've improved on myself and I don't feel like this. I feel proud of myself, bro. Genuinely, I'm a much happier person. I promise you that. And everybody around me has noticed this and told me. In fact, if I have the fucking effort, I'll literally go through my messages somewhere and try and find someone telling me that, oh yeah, I've changed a lot. But it's been a long time. The messages are probably pretty old because for such a long time now, I've been doing well and improving myself. And there's some things that I did that exactly caused that. The certain things, I'm telling you that you can do things that will directly cause you to be happy in your life. And before I tell you those things, bro, if you're liking the content so far, click the subscribe button right now. And click the link in the description to go follow me on Instagram right now. But basically there was this time, and it's a bit after this story, but it really proves my point well, where basically I'd gone on holidays to somewhere I'd grown up, and back here, I'd built a good social circle. I'd put in a lot of effort. And I had just had the most amazing month. And at the end of this holiday, I'd thrown a huge party. I think it was about 200 people that came down the beach. I literally, I'm not going to lie to you. I did put an effort to trying to organize this. I did talk about it a decent bit. But the whole point that I'm making here is that I got 200 people to come to the beach for a party. I mean, you're not going to make that happen without any effort, right? And I felt like the man of the city. But I remember heading back to my life, no more holidays, different city. And I was back struggling again. In fact, I was pretty lonely. I didn't have many good mates. And that's when I realized that I wasn't okay with being lonely. I wasn't okay with not having friends. And I decided that I needed to change, that I needed to put in effort. But before I could put in effort, I needed to do something. It took me a little while of being back at this school and feeling this pain of feeling alone. of feeling the pain of not many people respected me as much. I'd gone from being this guy, I thought I was the guy, right? But can you imagine being the guy and going somewhere else and you're immediately not important again? And over the experience of living that life again for a month infuriated me to the point where I couldn't accept it any longer. And what I did at this time was I tried to become someone. I tried to outwork this school. I tried to make with this YouTube channel, I tried to make money so that I could move out because I viewed the school as being the problem, which I suppose you might say it is. In the end, that's not how it ended up. I fully stayed through this school and I went through a different approach, but I still wasn't happy that I didn't have friends. And although I may not have been able to make enough money at that point to leave the school and, drop out and become an entrepreneur, which was my dream at that point. Even though I didn't do that, I still wasn't okay with being lonely. I found a different solution. My different solution was to sacrifice working as hard, to just put myself out there as much as I possibly could for the next few months. And it worked. I finally made some good friends. I've missed 3 big events that I got invited to that I could have gone with my friends and had a really great time with this holiday. And in about a week and a half, I'm going back, and there is one event that I'm not in that city for. Sorry, there's one event that I get back to the city because I'm on holidays right now. I get back to the city to go out with a bunch of my friends. I've organized it. A group of my friends from school and then a group of my friends from outside of school. I'm bringing them all together, and it's going to be a really good night. Things can completely change for me. And I wanted to share this experience of how I've struggled with being a loser. I want to share the experience of how I'd gone from feeling like I had finally overcome all of this to just feeling like a nobody again. And I hope that maybe this can give you some perspective that you're not alone, that the things you're going through, other people have gone through it as well. I've gone through it. And that you can change. You don't have to be lonely. You don't have to be in bad shape. You can go to the gym. I didn't expand on the gym topic too much in this video, but I'm going to end it now. And if you like the video, click the subscribe button and click the link in the description. You can come follow me on Instagram.